Four soldiers. A military barracks. Cameroon, 1986. They weren't musicians. They were members of the Presidential Guard, and they were bored. So they started singing. A marching chant. A joke song, really. They stuffed pillows under their uniforms to look ridiculous. They wore old World War II helmets. Nobody could have predicted what would happen next. That joke song, recorded in a single afternoon, would travel across an entire continent, reach a Colombian pop star 20 years later, and become the most watched music video in the history of the FIFA World Cup. 4 billion views. Guinness World Record. Still playing in stadiums around the world today. And almost nobody knows where it really came from. Until now. Part 1. The origin. The year is 1984. Yaoundé, Cameroon. 4 members of the Cameroonian Presidential Guard form a music group. Jean-Paul Zebela, Dubeli, Luke Ayabe, and Emile Kojidi. They call themselves Golden Sounds. Their music style is makossa, a Cameroonian genre that blends traditional African rhythms with jazz and funk influences. Think of it as the sound of Cameroon. In 1986, they record a song called Zangaléwa. The chorus is a military chant, words in Iwando, a local Cameroonian language. The phrase Zangaléwa itself means "who called you" in Iwando. And the words Zaminamina, the iconic line you know, those were originally military jargon. Code language created by Cameroonian sharpshooters during World War II to communicate secretly on the battlefield. A World War II military code. In 1986, turned into a dance song, and then turned into the biggest World Cup anthem of all time. The song becomes a massive hit across Africa, in Cameroon, in Congo, in Nigeria, even travels to Colombia, where it becomes known simply as the military, brought over by West African DJs. Then the world forgets about it. For 20 years, Zangaléwa sits in history. Until one afternoon in Uruguay. Part 2. Shakira's version. It's early 2010. Shakira is at her farm in Uruguay. FIFA has approached her to record the official song for the 2010 World Cup in South Africa. She's walking from the barn to the house, and it hits her. A melody. A rhythm. Something she had heard years before, growing up in Colombia, playing in the background somewhere. She would later tell AP News, "I was taking a few days off. I walked from the barn to the house, and on that walk, boom, it came to me." What came to her was Zangaléwa, the military chant from Cameroon, the one she had absorbed as a child without even knowing it. She teams up with South African band Freshly Ground. Producer John Hill comes on board. They record across 5 different studios: Uruguay, the Bahamas, New York, and Miami. The song comes together in February 2010, just 3 months before the World Cup begins. Waka Waka, This Time for Africa, is released on May 7th, 2010. Part 3. The Controversy. Here's where the story gets complicated. Golden Sounds, the original creators, were not consulted. They were not asked for permission. Their melody, their chorus, their chant, used in one of the biggest songs of the year, without credit, without payment. When the song exploded globally, Golden Sounds contacted Sony Music. They wanted recognition. They wanted what was theirs. The case went to court. Eventually, the group reached an out-of-court settlement with Sony and Shakira's team. Golden Sounds were officially credited as co-writers of Waka Waka. Their names are on the song to this day, but here's the irony. Most people worldwide still don't know the story. They still think Shakira wrote the entire thing. It was only when Cameroonian users on social media started sharing the original Zangaléwa that the world began to understand. African music historians, blogs, Twitter threads. Slowly, the truth spread. And the original song? It went viral too, decades after it was recorded in that military barracks in Yaoundé. Part 4. The records. Let's talk about what Waka Waka became. The numbers are almost impossible to comprehend. 4 billion views on YouTube. That's more than the population of China and India combined, watching the same video. Over 1 billion streams on Spotify alone. Number 1 in 15 countries simultaneously. Platinum in the USA. 5 times platinum in Germany. 12 times platinum in Sweden. 6 times platinum in Spain and Italy. Over 15 million digital copies sold worldwide. Guinness World Record. Officially the most streamed World Cup song in history. But here's what makes Waka Waka truly unique. It didn't just peak and disappear. 16 years after the 2010 World Cup ended, Waka Waka is still being discovered by new generations. Still going viral on TikTok, still played at weddings, school events, and yes, still played in football stadiums worldwide. No other World Cup song has come anywhere close. The second most streamed, We Are One by Pitbull in 2014 with 333 million streams, a fraction of Waka Waka's 1 billion. Part 5. Why it worked. So why did Waka Waka connect like no other World Cup song before or since? 3 reasons. First, the timing. 2010 was the first World Cup ever held in Africa. The continent was hosting the world's biggest sporting event, and the official song actually sounded African. Not European pop, not American hip-hop, African rhythm, African soul. The world was ready to receive it. Second, Shakira herself. By 2010, she was a global megastar with credibility across Latin America, Europe, and North America. She had the reach to take an African rhythm to every corner of the planet. Third, and this is the most important one, Waka Waka is impossible to sit still to. The Zamina Mina chant is literally designed to make people move. It was created by soldiers to energize, to motivate, to unify. A military chant from World War II, engineered for maximum energy. That energy never left the song. FIFA accidentally chose the most danceable military code in human history as their World Cup anthem. Part 6. The legacy. Here's something that happened in 2022. When FIFA announced Haya Haya as the official song for the Qatar World Cup, Shakira went viral again. Not because of anything she did, but because millions of people around the world spontaneously started comparing the new song to Waka Waka. Comments flooding social media. Nobody will ever top Waka Waka. Just play Waka Waka at every World Cup forever. Haya Haya is great, but it's not Waka Waka. A song from 2010, still defining the standard in 2022, in 2026. And now, with Shakira back for the 2026 World Cup with Die Die, the world is once again asking the same question. Can she do it again? Can anyone ever make another Waka Waka? The honest answer, based on 16 years of evidence, is probably not. Some songs are lightning in a bottle, a military chant from Cameroon, a Colombian pop star, a farm in Uruguay, 5 recording studios, and 3 minutes and 22 seconds that changed music history. Dratitis. Outro. So the next time you hear those 4 words, Zamina Mina Zangaléwa, remember 4 soldiers in Yaoundé, stuffed pillows, old helmets, a joke song, and the most watched World Cup music video ever made. If you want to see how the 2026 World Cup songs compare to Waka Waka, We already ranked every single one. Link in the description. Subscribe to Anthem Lore, new World Cup story every single day until the final on July 19th. I'll see you tomorrow.